Hi, I'm Cherie Cito from Sydney Stretch Therapy. This is a small follow-along video on how to actually get extension in your thoracic back. So everything above the waist that curves forward, to be able to straighten that up and extend it, you're going to need 3 pieces of equipment. I have a long stick, you can use a broom, a small bolster, and a roller, and it's just the standard size. So you can pause the video now and go get those things. Let's begin. So, first things first, is it possible for you to be able to bend forward with a straight back? So a lot of people start bending over at the waist when they're trying to do a forward bend, a good morning. Standing, kneeling, seated, they're all very good ways to start practicing being able to go forward with a straight back. But if you don't have the capacity to keep your back straight, this is a preparation. So we're going to start off with the roller. The roller, you're not going to roll on it. So anywhere from the waist up, you're going to set the roller there first, and we're going to slowly work ourselves up our back towards the base of our neck. So first things first, I've got this, and I can either pinch it with my hands, or fortunately I've got another nice convenient hold there. I'm going to lower myself down onto the roller. So just notice where I place myself. This is not for rolling, you're working 1 or 2 segments. Hold your head. Bring your elbows together, because this actually pulls your shoulder blades out of the way. By holding your head, you're keeping your neck relaxed. So slowly set yourself up. This is where I just move my hips forward a little bit. I can feel my spine is pressing on one part of my back. I take a breath, and then on the breath out, slowly lower your head back. Now right here, this is where I actually feel my body block. It doesn't want to go all the way to the floor. The aim is to get back to the floor, but I slowly come back up. I can actually breathe in and then breathe out. So I'm actually just putting my arm here so you can see what I'm doing. So holding your head, exhale, inhale, all the way up. Give yourself a full crunch, so you're really contracting all the muscles in your tummy. Take another breath in, and then exhale all the way back. Inhale in. Now notice I've gone a little bit lower every time I've gone back. I'm now going to move my body up a little bit further. So just a little bit. Don't make your adjustments too big. Hold your head, elbows together. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. I'm just breathing out through my mouth, and notice I've now been able to set myself all the way back. It feels amazing. I had a little tiny adjustment, so I can pay myself $50. It's one of those lovely little techniques that will save you tons of money, whether you go to chiropractic or any other therapist, but I just find it really helpful. Sometimes you feel a bit stuck there. I'm going to just roll a little bit further. Take another breath in. Oh, another nice little click. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale up. To come out of this, you can put your hand down on the floor, roll over to one side, and then give yourself a round out. So this is just to make yourself a little bit more comfortable. Now take this away, and now we've got a bolster. So if you need to do this for relaxation, it's very nice to put the bolster there. Now that we've done the preparation with the roller, slowly lower yourself down. This feels really nice. Take hold of your head. I'm going to bring my feet in and then slowly lower myself back. And bring my hands back, open out through the front of my chest and just relax. So this is a nice relaxation form of opening up your back. If you find it difficult to get your head back on the floor, have a yoga block there. Or this is another alternative. I'm going to take hold of my head. At all times, don't use the neck muscles to try and lift out a very heavy head. It's actually very nice to just lift your head up with your own hands and then take the bolster, turn it around, don't sit on it, and I'm just going to slowly lower myself down, in, relax. Now notice my head and body are in alignment, and then from here, bring my hands together, take a breath in, and then bring it out. And the reason I bring it out, it's a much more comfortable position than straight overhead, and then bring that back in. If I want to try overhead, hands together, reach above, and you can try and bring it all the way back. So it's a lovely way to relax. You can pause here and just feel your whole body melt into the floor. Now again, when you actually come out of this stretch, hold your head. You can roll off to the side. Hold your head, hold it a bit more, hand on the floor, push away, and then remove this. Now the stick is another way of actually getting the upper back to have a device to hold the chest open. Now, I'm going to show you seated on this bench. I'm going to bring this back in. The reason I like a small stool, very stable, and it's going to keep your hips below your knees. So this is taking your hamstrings out. So if you're not ready to do a good morning with straight legs, you can start off down on the bottom here, bring your arms on the full length of this stick, and then behind your shoulders. This is important. A lot of people have it too high up, so bring it down behind your shoulders. From here, take a deep breath, and on the breath out, slowly bend forward. It's just a very nice way of actually learning to keep that straight back and stretching out your lower back and your hips. So do about 3 to 5. And if that feels too easy, say you've gone below, I'm going to take my knees apart and go in line with my thighs. If that feels too easy, then when you come back up, creep your toes forward and it makes it a little bit stronger. And then again, start again, see how far you go. You might not go as deeply. So this is just one of those things that you can practice just a few times, just to keep that untucked butt, hinge from the forward bend at the hip, and then back up again. Now here's another alternative. Say your shoulders are not feeling great, you can bring the stick across your chest. That way, that's another way of keeping yourself straight, and you think, okay, I'm just going to feel that first. Now if you want to use a reaching up form, so I've got the stick in front of my seat here, straight in front of me. I'm going to reach a hand up and reach a hand up. So I'm going to try and keep my elbows in. When I keep the elbows in, we're going to isolate all the structure that's underneath. If my elbows are out, you're not going to get the same sensation. It's also different from whichever hand is on top. So you reach up as high as you can, take a deep breath, and on the breath out, elbows together, and then sink forward. You can see that's a nice extension through this line through the body. Have a few breaths there. Slowly push yourself out. Inhale. Exhale, elbows together. push yourself back, put the stick down, and there you have it. So 3 little ways of using things around the home. Just a stick, a small bolster, and a roller. Give that a go.